So, plasma membrane, it is an elastic, porous and selectively permeable membrane which is made up of lipoprotein composition and is a semi-fluid consistency. The function of plasma membrane is it serves as a dynamic barrier and also regulates the exchange of materials between a cell and its external medium. Next organelles, flagella or cilia. These are the locomotory structures present in the cell. Their thread-like structures helps in locomotion, extending outward from the plasma membrane in the cell. They may be of either single flagellum or multiflagella. In prokaryotic cell, this flagellum are small and also composed of single fiber, whereas in eukaryotes it is large and formed of several fibers. Next organelle is cytoplasm. So, cytoplasm is a jelly-like fluid inside the plasma membrane, and all organelles are suspended in it, and it fills the empty space in the cell. So the cell is filled with this cytoplasm, that is a jelly-like fluid. And cytoplasm is also called as protoplasm, and it is the primary site for the cell's biochemical reactions and synthetic process. Next one is ribosome. So ribosome is otherwise called as protein factory of the cell because it is responsible for the protein synthesis. The site responsible for the protein synthesis, and it is a small spherical structure made up of two subunits, one large subunit and one small subunit. In prokaryotes, they are 70S type formed of 50S and 30S subunits, and in eukaryotes it is 80S type with 60S and 40S subunits. Next is nucleus. Nucleus is the central important part of the cell which controls all other cell organelles and cell activity. It is located at the center of the cell, and where the genetic material, which is DNA, is stored inside the nucleus. So set of the chromosomes which carries genes that governs the hereditary variations, metabolism and morphology of the cells is controlled by nucleus, that is the chromosomes inside the nucleus. So the difference between the prokaryotes and eukaryotes was already discussed, that the differences between the nucleus, the presence and absence of nucleus. In prokaryotes, they does not have a definite nucleus, nuclear envelope, etc. Whereas in eukaryotes, they have a well-defined nucleus, nuclear membrane and also the nucleolus, all are present. Now coming to, so these are the some cell organelles which found common to both prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. Now you know that eukaryotic cells are more complex than the prokaryotic cells. So some other cell organelles found in eukaryotic cells are endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi bodies, mitochondria, lysosomes, vacuole and chloroplast. First one is endoplasmic reticulum, is also called as ER. Is a vast network of membrane bounded branching and interconnecting tubules, vesicles and flattened sacs, and they are irregularly distributed in the cytoplasmic matrix around the nucleus. And the ER surface have or with ribosome. ER with ribosomes. The surface appears as rough and they are called rough endoplasmic reticulum or RER. Whereas ER without ribosomes, they are appears in smooth and they are called as smooth endoplasmic reticulum or SER. So the function of this RER is protein synthesis, whereas SER involves in lipid synthesis. Next one is Golgi bodies. They are structures like stack of pancakes, that is uh, just like a pancakes are arranged in a stack, and they are the specialized part of an endomembrane system. And these are aggregation of membrane bounded species. The function of this Golgi body is sorting and packing of lipids and proteins made from or transported from the ear. Next organelles, mitochondria. So we know mitochondria is a powerhouse of the cell because it provides energy for all cell activities. So it is a self-duplicating spherical, granule or filamentary cell organelle. And function of mitochondria is it is a center for aerobic respiration and transfer of energy by ATP synthesis. Next one is lysosome. So this is a membrane bound sac which contains hydrolytic enzyme. So lysosomes are otherwise called as suicide bags of the cell because they are just structures like bags containing digestive enzymes which can digest or hydrolyze other cell organelles or unwanted things inside the cell, or even it can destroy the cell itself. So the function of the cell lysosome is digestion of cellular waste. Next one is vacuole. It is called as cell storage. Cell storage. It is a place where cell keeps its water, food, waste, materials, etc. So hence it called as storage organelle of the cell. So the plants have a large vacuole at the center, almost near to the nucleus, and whereas in animals it is comparatively small. Last organelle is chloroplast. So we know this chloroplast is only present in a plant cell. That's why they appears in green color. Hence, and this chloroplast is green colored spindle shaped double membrane organelle which contains chlorophyll inside the organ, which helps in photosynthesis. So function of this chloroplast is a site for the photosynthesis.